Peace, family. Welcome to another episode of Broken Theory. Today we got the
Peace.
homie OMNI. What's good?
Peace, peace, peace. What's the word, Lord? What's the word?
Man, I just wanted to have you so we could chop it up. You know what I'm saying? And we talk about how you got started with this music shit, man.
Most definitely, man. Why not, man? Let's get into it, bro.
So, like, where did it all start for you?
Shit, man. I mean, shit. I'm gonna have to say around that era where, the golden era, man. Like, high school days. That's when, like, probably when 50 came out and shit. Dipset came out and shit like that, that era.
So what year was that?
Late 90s, early 2000s, 2001, 2002. That whole era right there. Late 90s, early 2000s, man. That's the aspirations. That's when I wanted to, I wanted to rap. I wanted to, create my own shit. Like the shit I was amazed by, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, bro.
So, like, what was the first step that you took?
The first step I took, I mean, for me, it was more so about, understanding the craft first, learning it, understanding it, listening to the structure, the way the songs that I liked was created, more like the structure, the setup of the song, the actual art of writing a song, you know what I'm saying? Like I studied that shit like that, you know what I mean? I was sitting there and I found a couple tapes in one of the homie backyard. Like he had some shit, like he didn't know what he had at the time type shit. Like he just had this shit sitting in his backyard, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, this when we used to take CDs and shit and burn them shits off on the computer and all that.
We're showing our age right now, bro.
You know what I'm saying? But you get what I'm saying? It's that era, man. So, these were CDs I found. And, you know what I'm saying? We was just stepping into the digital era where you could put the little MP3s on your phones or whatever the fuck it was, you know what I'm saying? And I just remembered, like, I used to put shit on my phone and stick the shit in the side of my hat, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't had no fucking headphones and shit. Well, you know how it is. You get away with shit like that when you a little nigga, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah, for real.
Word mother. So I had the shit in the side of my hat, you know what I'm saying? Just studying the lyrics, bro. Studying the cadences, studying everything, all the greats. I remember when I found AZ Do or Die. Like, that's one of the albums that I really, like, inspired the shit out of me, like, you know what I mean? Like the way he, you know what I'm saying, got lyrical on that shit. Like his lyrical ability was just out of this world to me on that album, you know what I mean? And that kind of just unlocked my need to want to do that for myself in my own way. You know what I'm saying?
For
like,
sure.
Yeah.
So like when you was first getting started, you just kind of like took a step back and just started studying first before you even went into
of course. I was definitely a student first, man.
Okay.
I definitely was a student first, man. And I kind of like stayed true to what I liked. Like whatever I gravitated to is the type of shit that I wanted to make. You know what I'm saying? I like shit that's like not necessarily all the time conventional hip hop sounding shit. You know what I'm saying? People that challenge themselves and step out of the comfort zone and just sticking to the formula, the original formula of what this is. You know what I'm saying? The drum pattern, the rhyme patterns. You don't always got to stick to it. You can be free with this shit. You know what I'm saying? Just like any other genre. So, that's kind of
one thing I'll say about that new album that you dropped, man.
Yeah, appreciate it.
I want to say that it's like completely abstract, bro. Like I can't compare it to nobody else's shit.
Nothing.
I mean, I got a little cadences of certain people, but I could tell that maybe you might have been inspired by them. I just want to ask you off rip, is Max B one of them?
Yo, it's not on purpose, man.
No, I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying like the way that you know what I'm saying, go about this shit so freely.
I could never deny that Max is not one of the, part of the people, who inspired me, you know what I'm saying, at that age when it was still like, I'm always a student, even now, you know what I'm saying? I'm still a student, man. I still learn from the younger generation, the younger cats. I still learn from the, you know what I'm saying, everybody, bro. So, Max was somebody that just confirmed what I was doing more so. So he kind of more so motivated and inspired me to keep doing what I was doing more so than me doing what, like, trying to sound like him type shit. Because if I was to, give somebody credit for me having that melodic style, I would have to say more 50 Cent. You know what I'm saying? 50 Cent, like, when 21 Questions came out, That was like high school, bro. I was a little kid. You know what I'm saying? And I
Mm-hmm.
thought that was the dopest shit that a nigga sung the whole song. Like he sung the whole shit. That whole song was like a sing song. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, that
But
shit was dope.
but he was gangster. I was like, yo, that shit made me want to like rap like that. You know what I mean? So and then
Mm-hmm.
Max came, but people started bashing that shit. Like 50 was beefing with Josh saying, oh, he's singing. So niggas was like, but you singing too. You know what I'm saying? You remember at
Yeah,
that time? So it was like for a while, people was kind of bashing the singing, like you can't really sing and rap, like who said that was against the rules? You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Who said that was against the rules, bro? So that's kind of how I felt with this shit. So I just kept going, man. And you know, I kind of just crafted a sound for myself that I felt comfortable with, man.
Uh-huh.
Word. And then Max came out, and it was like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? Like this nigga is doing exactly what I want to do. Like
Yep.
this is dope as fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that just gave me the confirmation to just keep going, bro. That's it.
Nah, I feel it.
Word.
So
Word.
how do
That's
you
what.
feel like you found your sound as an artist? Like I know you mentioned like you were gravitating towards the singing from 50 and Max, but like
Yeah.
what was it like with you actually getting your feet wet and making your own songs?
Um, the initial thing for me was like I even said initially too. You know, I mimicked. I wanted to mimic some of the dopest records I heard. Like, you know, I heard Dead Presidents with the Hove and Nas.
Mm-hmm.
You know, both versions. At the time as a kid, when I heard that, when I heard the Feeling It record off of The Reasonable Doubt, those particular records kind of just stood out to me in a way that, you know, it didn't sound like just the conventional rap, everything else that I was hearing. It was just like, oh, this is like, it has a different type of flair to it. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So I took every like record that inspired me from each classic album that I heard and just remade it in my own in my own words. So like I mimicked the cadences and all that shit. I don't know where the fuck that tape's at, by the way. You know what I'm saying?
I was just
Maybe
about to ask you
Maybe,
what tape is that?
maybe somebody will find that tape one day, you know, when you know what I'm saying? But it's some shit in my very early stages when I was younger, man. I did over It Ain't Hard to Tell. Like, It Ain't Hard to Tell. I did that shit over. I did a
Uh,
couple of joints, man. I G-mixed all the classic hip-hop joints. And that's where it all started, really. That was
mm-hmm.
really my first effort at putting together a body of work. And around that time, man, we was just like fresh out of high school type shit.
Mm-hmm.
Me and the homie Streets, but we went separate paths. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, Wrong Streets and my brother, man, it's childhood shit. This shit ain't just now. This shit been going on. It ain't just the
Yeah.
music. This shit been like this from before rap, before all the shit going on now. Like we was, you know what I mean? Sharpening the steels, man. You know how I go. Word.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, man.
So
So
so how do you feel like you decide when a piece of music is ready to be shared with the world?
um I have to feel like it gives me the experience that I want other people to have.
Uh,
You know, like after I sequence the project, after I feel like I've added all the elements in between the transitions and things of that nature, I usually, you know, I put it up against the test of time. Like, how do I feel about this a month from now, a week from now? You
mm-hmm.
know, and once I feel like it's aging well, you know, that's usually the time I feel like the project is ready. You know, I
Mm-hmm.
kind of like, you know, and then it's, you know, it's all about timing and what's going on in the world as well. You know, you can kind of, you know, you gotta be in tune with the people in your community and just be aware of what's happening in the world, man. So you can kind of know what the people feel and
For
what they
sure.
want to hear. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like people are tired of hearing the generic shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
People want to hear. You know, I fell in love with the golden era for a reason because the main key thing at that time was originality.
Yeah, everybody
Nobody
was
was trying to
themselves.
sound like nobody, bro. Everybody was just dope in their own shit, and that's what made it golden. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So I feel like in order for us to get back to that place, you know, we just got to start reminding people that's okay to be who you are, man. Stop
100%.
thinking you gotta be like the next nigga. We don't need 100 King Vaughns. We don't need 1,000 Little Durks. It's nothing
Mm-hmm.
against those guys, you know what I'm saying? But they're who they are, you know what I'm saying? And they're special for who they are. So it's like, you know, to the kids and the youngins out there, just be yourself, man. Don't be afraid of being who you are. Embrace your own person, man. That's it.
100%.
Especially when it comes to this art, man. Word.
What do you feel like your process is like when you're working on an album? Is there anything that you particularly do? Any rituals? Like, what's it like?
No, not necessarily, man. It usually the process for me is like there's gonna be like a highlighted experience that happens in your life. You know what I'm saying? Like something that is like a monumental thing. It happened, and you like, oh shit, it kind of shifted things for you, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And whatever that may be, sometimes that's the start of the inspiration. You know, it could be you overcome an obstacle, you got a new job after not working for a long time, you know what I'm saying, you beat a case, you know what I'm saying, you lost somebody, whatever the fuck it is. It's just that spark of that inspiration that was it had such an impact that it puts you in a state where you're gonna think about something that's gonna be very meaningful. You know what I'm saying? And usually those moments are when I try to hold on to those types of inspirations because I feel like they have more longevity, you know? Because there's a lot of people that go through things, man. A lot of people suffer. You know, we live in America, you know what I'm saying? But there's other countries, there's 190 some countries in the world, bro. And we all going through different shit. So if you could, you know what I'm saying, speak on something and make somebody feel like they could relate to you, man. You know, it's life music, bro. That's what music should be. You know what I'm saying?
What was that for you for this album?
This album was just me evolving. You know, it's an evolution process. You know, we're always growing, man. You know, I felt like I came into a place of understanding the confliction of being a human being. You know, the disparity of being good or bad, or good and evil or whatnot. And we're all constantly battling to be better people, you know what I'm saying? To be successful, to be more efficient at whatever it is we're doing in our lives, taking care of our families, whatever it is. And, you know, sometimes you're a good person, but you got to do some crooked shit to get through. You know what I'm saying? So that's what Angelic, that the single was mainly about. It's like, you know, we good people. I mean good, I got a good heart, but there's been times I had to do some fucked up shit to get through a certain door. You know what I'm saying? And you know, does it make me bad? You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, you know, it's just understanding how to not lose yourself, not feed the wrong wolf. You know, it's the good and the bad wolf. You don't want to feed the bad wolf too much. You want to. He's there. He's always gonna be there. You know, we're all imperfect. You're not gonna be fucking goody your whole life. You're gonna do some shit that's sinful. You know what I'm saying? So the wages of this game is your soul, though. At the end, everybody you gonna go to heaven or you gonna go to hell. You know what I'm saying? I know it's kind of harsh and crazy, but what the fuck? Like, nigga, what you think happened when this is done? When this physical shit is done? Yep. Something else is in this shit. There's something controlling this shit. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like we don't pay attention to it. We don't take care of the spirit enough. You know what I'm saying? We don't pray. We don't be thankful and grateful for just being able to get up and be able to inspire somebody, bro.
I do every day, man.
We
every morning I start.
We don't do it enough, you know?
Yep. I dig it, bro. I dig it.
So that's what this album is about. You know, it wasn't like really on some churchy shit, but it's just being spiritually aware and understanding, you know, there's good and evil in the world, and there's good and evil in all of us, and we just have to nurture the right, you know, the good, nurture the good, you know what I mean?
100%.
Because the devil don't want you to be happy, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Not at all.
The devil don't want you to win. He don't want nothing good for you. And that's why we don't pray to that nigga. We don't pray to the devil. You know what I'm saying?
Amen.
Word up. You know what I mean? Amen.
How important is faith to you?
It's very important, man. It's vital. It's vital. It's top priority. You know what I'm saying? Because without faith, you know, you're just gonna be out here hopeless. You're not gonna find your way in life. You know what I'm saying? You have to have faith because it's the only thing you can trust in. You can't trust in nothing else but the Almighty and the Most High, man. You know what I'm saying? Can't trust in man. You can't trust in flesh. He's gonna always guide you in the right direction, man. You know what I'm saying? Well, you know, I don't want to preach, bro, but you know how I be, man.
Nah, you got to, bro. Speak that.
You know what I'm saying? We go through shit in this life, man. We go through shit, and sometimes it's good to know that you ain't the only one. You know what I'm saying? When there's other people out here fighting that war, you know, it's a spirit. It's more spiritual than it's physical, man.
100%, man. And I look at it like, you know, enough people don't talk about it. So that's why I'm telling you, talk your talk, man, because like some people don't even know that that exists. You know what I'm saying? Because they wasn't taught. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't taught properly. And it's like, if they don't hear people that they look up to say that, because, you know, they can't, sometimes they're in positions to where, you know, they gonna tell you in your recording contract, you can't talk about God. You can't do certain things. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, exactly,
bro. So if they don't hear nobody that they look up to saying it, they unaware of this shit. They don't
they don't exist. Think that shit is cool. They don't think it's cool.
I'm gonna tell you firsthand, you know what I'm saying? When God started talking to me when I was homeless in 2017, bro.
Yeah.
It was like I had to question everything in my whole existence, bro. And then through that time up until where I'm at, he didn't show me things, you know what I'm saying? To where it's like, you know, I had to realize certain things in the way I'm living my life and how one thing goes into another. You know what I'm saying? Like, you may think you're doing some bad right now to get ahead, but it's like that shit follows you for years and years. It don't matter what you do.
Exactly. And that's the message of this. That's mainly the message of this project, and this, you know, that's what I'm basically letting people know. Like, you know, it's not to put it and say karma, but, you know, just do good, man. Just do good. Try to do as much good as you could while we still here. You know what I'm saying? Take care of your people, do the right thing, put the right messages out there, guide the youngins the right way. Cause, you know what I'm saying? This shit ain't promised, man. This shit ain't promised, man. It's really what you make it, bro. It's really
when you look to the flesh for people to give you answers, for people to change your situation, things like that, you're always gonna be failed. But when you talk to God, God gonna guide you, right? 100%, man.
100%. Every trip, he never gonna fail you, man. I'm a living testimony of that. You know what I'm saying?
God is the greatest.
You know what I mean? I'm for me to be here and make it here right now, it's nothing short of a blessing, man. It's a miracle, you know what I'm saying?
Rejoice in that.
From the Most High. So you know, I'm grateful every single day, man. I almost ain't make it here to get y'all this project, you know what I'm saying? Man. I could have been up in the mountains doing years, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, I feel it,
you
bro.
know, but he got a better plan for me, you know. He got a bigger plan for me, and I'm just walking into my path, you know what I'm saying? That's it, bro.
For you, what makes a good song or beat?
What makes a good song or beat for me is it has to make me like feel something, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I do songs that's like I could do them because I could rap and shit, whatever. I'ma just do it. You know what I'm saying? I got songs where I wasn't necessarily like wholeheartedly feeling the beat and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it comes down to skill. That's when you have the skill to rap. If you can rap, you can rap on anything. Yeah. But if we're gonna talk about making a good song, and you know what I'm saying, you're gonna take your time and meticulously put that together. They don't always come by accident. Sometimes they come and you're doing this shit for a while. Some shit just happen. You feel me? But if you want to focus on doing it, for me, it starts out with the beat. Like, I gotta love the beat. The beat gotta take me to a special place.
By itself.
Yeah, by itself, man. Where certain thoughts gonna unlock, because certain thoughts unlock depending on what kind of beat, how the beat hits you. Like,
yeah, you may hear something that sound like some Godfather Mafia shit. You like, yo, this make me remind me of when I was 16, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Real shit, like, you know what I'm saying? So that's basically what that's what makes a good record for me, man. Like, you know what I'm saying?
What's the average day look like for you?
Average day right now, average day for OMNI is just, you know, running errands, man, taking care of the responsibilities, man. You know, I do have a day job and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, nowadays, you know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
But you know, outside of that, you know, I'm in my mode right now. I'm in album mode right now. So it's like, you know, it's a lot of new opportunities and things to, you know, take full advantage of, man. So I'm writing heavy right now, you know, a lot of time in the studio, you know, working on curating the visuals for the people and things like that. Just better quality shit, man. Just I'm working on upping the quality on everything. That's it. Shit.
So about how many times you say you would hit the stew throughout the week?
Throughout the week, shoot, man. If the time permits, like if work don't, if work ain't in the way, I hit the stew at least 3, 4 times a week.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Sure.
In your sessions, do you have things already done, or it's like you start writing on the spot?
It all depends, man. Sometimes I have a template, you know what I mean? Sometimes I have a template where it's not necessarily done. It would be like I started off. I have like 8 bars or something, or 4 to 8 bars, and I'll go in there and just build from there. You know, I'll build from around the 8 bars that I have, and sometimes I have a record ready. I have a full song ready. I'll go in there and just chop that bitch up. Sometimes I have a couple joints ready. It all depends. But lately, I've been just creating shit on the spot. I ain't gonna hold you. I've been just going in there organically and just right there. You know what I mean?
That's dope. You sharpen your sword that way.
Yeah, bro. It's just different techniques, man. Yeah.
Any books that you're reading that have changed your life, or?
Oh yeah, man.
Shout them out for the people. Help the people.
For sure, man. One of my favorite books, man, that inspired the shit out of me. I highly recommend this shit to anyone. You know what I'm saying? It is a fictional novel, but it's a very good book. It's a book by Guy Johnson. I think that's Maya Angelou's son. And it's a book called Standing at the Scratch Line. It's 2 parts to it. You know what I mean? It's about this. There's a character in there that I resonated with his character, man. It's just very. It's a good book, man. You have to check it out. I don't want to spoil it for you. Just go check that out. Thank me later. You know what I'm saying? The second part of the book is called Echoes of a Distant Summer, and it's more so about the grandson. But it's kind of like it's a book about us, man. It's a book about morality and things of that nature, man. And it makes you think different, for real. Even though it's a novel, you know what I'm saying? It's just the integrity of the character and the values and things of that nature. You really get into it, you know what I mean? So
I feel
check that out.
I'm gonna definitely order that joint.
Most def. Yeah, man. I actually referenced that character in some of my songs. I was like, I'm King Tremaine standing at the scratch line. Rather be loved and respected, but hate me, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'd rather be loved and respected, but if you hate me, that's fine too. But King Tremaine he's just an honorable man. He stood for the right things, and he protected his family and his people, and he was very pro us, man.
Yeah. I feel. What sacrifices have you made to get where you are right now?
Oh shit, man. We gonna run out the whole rest of the 30 minutes by the time for me to tell you what sacrifices out of me. You know what I'm saying? But you know how this shit go, man. It's blood, sweat, and tears in this shit for real. You know what I'm saying? A lot of blood, sweat, and tears in this shit, man. A lot of falls, man. A lot of, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of times you think you wasn't gonna make it. That's what you said about fate. Like, having faith is what got me here. My faith, man. Believing in myself, sticking to my gun, and believing in what I'm doing. Not letting nobody or nothing deter me from my vision. You know what I'm saying?
That's a beautiful thing. Once you could callous your mind like that to know exactly where you're going, you can't be stopped. Every time, bro. When you eat shit, sleep, this motherfucker, can nobody stop nothing. They could just lose their spot at the table. That's it.
That's it. Only person in your way is you.
Yep. All the time.
Real shit.
How has music changed your life forever?
Man, if it wasn't for music, shit, I don't know. I probably would have been in Bellevue somewhere. You know what I'm saying? I would probably lost it. You know what I'm saying? But outside tweaking, geeking all these niggas.
Really?
I'm saying, it's tough out here, man. The world, life is hard.
Yep.
Life is not easy, man. Life is hard. But you know, one thing I've come to learn is that it's truly what you make it, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's about your choices. So to the youngins, man, just you know, take your time with your choices, man. Make good choices. You know what I mean? Because them shits gonna follow you for forever. You know what I mean? But music for me, bro, you know, discovering music was just like a place to, it was a place that I could go to just escape from, you know, it's like an alternate reality.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's real life, but it's like a different place from right here.
Like
You
an
know what I mean?
outside look
It's
in.
it's like an outside looking in world. You know what I mean? And it's like I'm able to do things there that I can't. I'm able to be a superhero there. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? I could be the fucking. You know what I'm saying? I could be my best self over there. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing that's gonna stop me from being my best self over there, type shit. Like
That's great.
it's free. It's free over there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
What do you do in the moments that you experience creative block, if you have any?
Um, in moments like that, I just know that I have to get through whatever it is I'm dealing with because most of the times it's because I'm, you know, life is probably, you know, in the way at the time, you know, because, you know, we live a real life, man. You know, it's not just me. We all do. Sometimes your shit you got going on could really, you know, just put that creative side of you to the side sometimes. Like, you know,
Yeah.
like put this, you like, you're just not, it's just not flowing at the moment because you're
Mm-hmm.
experiencing and you have to gain that, you have to gain that, you know, you have to gain that, you gotta soak that moment up, you know, you got, it's something that you have to learn, you know, you have to, maybe that's what it is, you know, it's an experience. Like I said, when it comes to creating an album, it's that same approach because I don't approach shit like, oh, I'm about to write this freestyle real quick. I don't really write like that. You know what I'm saying? Everything I put out is I I feel like it's supposed to turn into something like the best shit ever that I ever fucking did. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Like I'm
As you
approaching
should.
everything like that. You
You
know what I'm
should.
saying? Yeah, bro. So it's like I approach it in a quality way too. You know, like if it's just some, you know, meaningless moment or meaningless situation, I'm not really gonna get no inspiration from it. It
Yeah.
has to be something that's impactful, man. And I'm like, oh yeah, this right here just made me feel like I gotta talk about this. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like it shifted how I was moving in my everyday life. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like I'm fighting a case, facing 7 to 10 years on trial. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
While I'm while I'm while I'm working on making it out of the struggle, you know, trying to be a father and a better son to my, you know, my parent and my mother or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? You want to make your moms proud and shit.
Yep.
You want your kids to be proud of you and shit. And you fucking up in life. You know how that go. You going to jail. You catching cases. You know what I'm saying? You trying to make money, and it's like you not really making no real money. Because you know when you get money in the street, that shit don't stay with you, gang. That shit don't stay. That money go quick. That money go quick, just as quick as you get it, cuz. You know what I'm saying? And the energy behind that money is different. It's not the same. It's not the same energy behind the money that you make, you know, honest. You know what I'm saying? So,
Can't
you
nobody
know,
take it from you.
yeah, gang. You know what I'm saying? A nigga can't touch an honest dollar. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's just life, bro. We living, man. Like
Mm-hmm.
we all walk different paths, bro, and you know we all got different setups and shit. We all got different backgrounds and family dynamics and whatnot. But you know, it's you. It's just being self-aware and knowing who the hell you are, man, and who you want to be. You know what
Nah,
I'm
for
saying?
sure.
For real.
100%, bro. What do
Yeah,
you
man.
feel like was your biggest investment in music besides time?
Besides time, shit, that's a good question, bro. Consistency,
Mm.
you know, consistency. Just being relentless, you know what I'm saying? not letting up no matter what. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Even when ain't nobody rooting for you, even when you don't, even when you know you people's time, oh, you wasting your time with it. What you do? You wasting what the fuck is you doing? You look stupid. You just running around rapping like you a little kid. You know what I'm saying? You gonna hear all kind of shit that's gonna discourage you.
Yep.
You know, if you
You're
pursuing this shit,
yourself.
you gonna
That's
be
where that faith
questioning
come
yourself.
in again too.
Yeah, you gotta stay. You gotta hold on. You gotta be relentless. That's when you gotta work even harder. You gotta work even harder. You gotta let that shit inspire you and spark that flame even louder. Cause that's it's like, oh word, y'all don't believe? Alright, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make you motherfuckers believe this shit.
I'm gonna make the best song right now today.
Today, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean that's what I think was my best investment. Just being relentless, man. You know, I'm not letting up no matter what. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make sure you hear this shit.
Who's somebody you would love to work with?
Wow. I have quite a few people I'd love to work with, man. But
I would say if you could just say one.
One? I wanna work with Abra. ABRA. She had a
Finesse, baby.
tape like a few years back, and I had the opportunity to kind of like cross paths with her on social media somewhat, and kind of like I got put on her shit through like some friends and some shit, right? And then I'm like, yo, she's fire, you know what I mean? She just had a different kind of like style with her shit, right? So then I you know, at the time, I'm like, I'm just a nigga trying to rap. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know who this woman is, you know what I'm saying? So I messaged her, like, yo, I did a little like homemade remix to one of your joints. Like, you know what I'm saying? I love this record, and I sent it to her. I sent it to her on Instagram, right? And she answered to that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Man, she was fucking with it, you heard? And she posted this shit on Twitter. And so it was ever since then, it was like around that time when I caught an interest to, you know, I want to do something with her, man. I definitely want to work with her. She's dope. But I think she's from LA. I'm not sure, I might be wrong.
No, I'm definitely have to look her up.
Yeah, ABRA, all uppercase letters.
Yeah. What do you feel like was your What do you feel like was your most memorable moment on the come up?
Most memorable moment. I mean, every moment has been memorable for me, bro. Just because, you know, it's a lot happening all at once. Because it's like, you know, my brother. I'm watching the memorable moments is just watching my brother evolve and growing and becoming the artist that he is now, and you know I was able to you know come back and just fall right into place. You know what I'm saying? With what we started with it, that's kind of like you know. So it was just every part of it has been memorable, bro. Just watching the milestones my brother overcame. And just, you know what I'm saying, seeing me doing the same thing myself, you know what I'm saying? Because I understand that it's you know, this is how it works. You can't skip the steps. You got to put the work in. You got to earn your weight in the shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Niggas ain't gonna just say you nice and put you on and this and shit. Like, nigga, you got to, walk that talk. You got to walk that talk. You got to show the people you about what you say you about, man. So. You know, it's been a process, man. You know, some people think you just gonna, cause they nice, you just gonna jump in this shit and it's gonna happen overnight for you. It's more than that, man. It's the business behind this. It's the strategy. It's how you packaging this shit. It's a lot of different things to this shit, man. So it's the learning experience. It's the game. Everything that I'm soaking up. That's the most memorable. Everything is memorable for me, man. For real.
Nah, I dig it, bro. Yo, we got less than 30 seconds. What would be some advice you would tell your younger self?
Shit, man. Like I said, man, stay relentless, man. never give up and just make the right choices, man. And time is valuable, you know.